you should be.
Is it the full screen now? Yeah, okay. So very good evening, everybody. So why have I chosen my topic as high performance? Well, tell me, who doesn't want high performance? Be it individuals or organizations, everybody wants to be a high performer in their domain. So in today's presentation, I'm going to take you through some of the challenges, common challenges, and see how you can overcome these challenges so that you can be in this path of high performance in your personal life, professional life, wherever you want to be a high performer of your choice. So what is high performance? Let's get to the brass tacks of high performance. High performance is achieving superior results by performing at a high standard by targets set by you. So what does it take to get this high performance? Your desire, your keenness, and your intent to be a high performer in whatever area of your choice. So why would anybody want high performance? Simply because if they want to feel good about themselves, they want to move ahead, they want to propel forward, they want to get the results that they want, and achieve what you want in life, then you opt for high performance. So basically, you compete with your own self and achieve what you want. So where do you want to achieve high performance? In any area of your choice. It can be, stuff like your financial goals, your health goals, your speaking goals, your career goals, etc. Or it can even be a fun stuff like your travel goals, your book writing goals, your book reading goals, and so on. So the key important thing is for you to know the purpose. What is actually driving you to achieve this high performance? Because once you know your purpose, then achieving high performance becomes a lot easier. And this is why I say you must have purposeful high performance, knowing your purpose and being driven by it. So while we're speaking on high performance and everybody wants to achieve, there are some challenges that come in the way of high performance. So what are these challenges? So I'm going to touch upon some of the common challenges that most people face while encountering high performance. And let's see what are the ways and means by which one can overcome this and achieve high performance in whatever area of your choice. The first is the mind chatter. In the book, The Inner Game of Tennis by Timothy Halway, he talks about, the difference between performance and potential is the interference, the mind interference. And because of this constant noise, the best in you doesn't come out. So my friends, I would urge you to reflect to see what is the best way to eliminate it and keep your focus. The second is the lack of time. There are so many things that everybody wants to do, and to top it up, there are so many distractions as well. It could be your social media, your TV, news, movies, so on and so forth. But how effectively are you utilizing your time so that you can achieve high performance? So that's something I would urge you to reflect on. Third is the fear of failure. The fear of failure doesn't allow you to progress much because it comes in your way and you're always worried. What will others say? What will happen if I fail? And thereby, you're not able to progress much. So again, I would nudge you to think on, how is this fear actually enabling your growth, or does it even? The fourth challenge is the comfort zone. They say magic happens outside your comfort zone. While it's always nice to be cozy and huddled up inside the comfort zone, only if you go that extra mile can you actually achieve high performance. So how is it that you are stepping out of your comfort zone is what I'd like you to take a moment, pause and think about. Next is the stress. Stress is something common, be it kids, teenagers, adults, or aged, everybody seems to be stressed about something or the other. And because of stress, the best in you is never going to come out. So, my friends, I would like you to take a moment and see how is it that you're de-stressing. Once you're de-stressed, then it's great. The next challenge is dislikes. Each of us have our own tastes and preferences, and there are many things that we don't like. So if we don't like something, then we tend to procrastinate it or not do it. But again, when you're in the path of high performance, does that help? Or maybe you want to see if there is a way that you can bypass it so that you're into high performance. The last challenge is excuses. What are the kind of excuses you're giving your own self? Because the words that you're telling yourself matters a lot, right? So what kind of positive words are you feeding yourself? Or are you telling, oh no, this is not meant for me, and so on and so forth, and not getting the best? So these are challenges I'd like you to think through and come out of. So for you to be on the path of high performance, you need to achieve mastery. And how do you achieve mastery? There are two ways. You can either self-coach yourself into it and achieve mastery, or you can take the help of an external coach. Both have its own pros and cons. So see what is suitable for you. So by self-coaching yourself, the good thing is that you don't dependent on anybody else. And all you need is your determination, your grit, and your self-awareness. On the other side, you miss out if you don't have an external coach, because there's nobody as a sounding board and nobody to give you a different perspective. So see which one works best to your advantage. So why would anybody get an external coach? If you look at all these sports people, they have all having a coach, the successful, the superstars. So simply because, by in the traditional language of the coach is a means of transport which helps you to move from place A to place B. And that's exactly what an external coach does. Moves you from where you are to the place that you want to be. So who is a coach? A coach is not a teacher, not a mentor, not a counselor, and not necessarily a domain expert. A coach is somebody who partners with you, who helps you to take actions, who inspires you, kindles your thoughts, allows you to reflect and get solutions to your challenges. So how do you select a coach? There are different ways you can select a coach, but some of them being, do you have a chemistry with a coach? Do you feel comfortable talking to a coach? What sort of credentials do they have? What is their experience? What sort of testimonials do they have? And most importantly, what is your gut feel telling you? Would you be able to work with this person and achieve the results that you want to achieve? That's something you need to pick and choose. So high performance coaching is a journey. It's not a destination. So if you look people like Bill Gates, Larry Page, Steve Jobs, everybody has had a coach for themselves because they know a coach is somebody who can bring out the very best in you. No wonder it's said that everyone needs a coach. So if you're opting for the self-coaching way, I'm happy to share with you that my book, Be a Hyper Achiever, High Performance Achiever, is going to come out next month, where I'm going to give you tips and tricks to achieve high performance. And if you want to opt for the route of a external coach, I'm always there for you, happy to work with you. So whatever is your journey, I wish you the very best of high performance. Thank you.
Thank you, Sangeeta. Loud applause from everybody. So